And whose team is this? Is this your team? Or is this your daddy's team?
Thanks for listening to the Dad Mode Podcast, common sense parenting in a politically correct world. Here's your host, Andy Carlson.
Welcome back to the Dad Mode Podcast, common sense parenting in a politically correct world. I'm your host, Andy Carlson, at Andy Carlson Show on the Twitter machine. I'm a father. I have no idea what I'm doing, but you and either they're chiefy, so let's try and learn something together today. Website is dadmodepod.com. If you want to tweet at the show, at dadmodepod, just use the hashtag dadmode. Also like us on Facebook as well. Here, back in studio with Nick's son, who is hurting, who is limping along.
No, I'm not limping. I'm fighting a cold.
Now, you did not get a flu shot there, Jenny McCarthy, did you?
No, I did not. I like to rotate every other year.
Which
makes sense.
Now, is that just out of apathy, or do you think that's actually effective?
No, I think it's usually like, oh, I forgot to do it. I'm not gonna die. Oh my God, no.
It's okay. If you died, I'm sure the service would be professional.
Wow, no.
Yeah, we got sound effects going. This is a really random show because I didn't think of a topic. Natural. I didn't do any prep work, which is less of a surprise. But, just going to bring it on and talk some random dad topics. And also, the Lego movie, the Lego Batman movie. I'm pretty damn excited to see that. And we'll touch on... we've done this topic a couple times before, but it's so universal and evergreen of just good movies that kids have nowadays, as opposed to what the crap that we had sometimes.
That's subjective. I liked a lot of things that we grew up with. I thought were... we had a lot of timeless movies. I think modern day technology and how everything works. Everything's now computer animated. So I think these movies that come out, they look so... I don't want to use the word realistic because they are kid-like movies, but the graphics on them are just so...
Well, just beyond the graphics, I understand that's a time... That's a time thing. You're going to have much better CGI and graphics and animation in 2017 as opposed to 1987. But I'm just talking about more of the movies that we grew up with that just were friggin' atrocious, like writing-wise. Because good writing and good lines and good dialogue and a plot that makes sense, I feel like that's what kids should grow up with, because otherwise they just really like stupid movies.
I think no matter what, kids are going to like stupid movies.
Because what's the dumbest movie that you grew up with? Or, like, something that would be accepted as a not great movie in the canon, in the film canon, but you just love the hell out of.
Jeez. I have a lot of guilty pleasures of movies. And I was doing a lot of research of these movies because I feel like I'm the only one who remembers them, and no one else in my generation really does. But there was a movie called Rock-a-Doodle that came out in the early 90s. It was kind of panned by critics heavily, and it was from the same people who did classics like The Land Before Time, which was a big hit when I was younger. But this Rock-a-Doodle movie was a weird topic movie and live animation.
You do here.
Whoa, what? Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, movies like that. Movies like, as a kid, I really liked the movie The Rocketeer, except that movie was shit.
I grew up liking that too, but not realizing, this plot's really weird.
And also, what was the one, Howard the Duck?
That's really not a kid's movie, though, if I remember correctly. Shout out to Tom there, one of his favorite movies of all time. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I think it's really helped that you got DreamWorks competing in the space now that just used to be strictly Disney. So you got DreamWorks, you had Sony in there for a while, just creating these really good kids movies. Like, there's not a bad Pixar movie. Like, a bad Pixar movie is Cars 2, which is still pretty damn good.
Oh yeah, no, I totally agree. I mean, we're in a good age where there's definitely more than one studio than we listed, and it's great. I mean, there are some bad movies out there. I can't think of them off the top of my head. I'll do some research while we do the show, but generally, I mean, they're all entertaining for their own reasons.
Well, let's look in the 90s of what Disney put out. So, DuckTales the movie, Treasure of the Lost Lamb, pretty good.
Oh, I remember that.
Rescuers Down Under was pretty damn good.
I love that one too.
The Rocketeer.
I feel like the problem with the Rocketeer is that it's a very adult theme concept because it was about Nazis, wasn't it?
I don't know. I don't even remember it. Beauty and the Beast. Aladdin. Friggin' Aladdin. Damn straight.
This was the start of the big Disney blockbuster.
Yeah.
It's like when they had blockbusters again.
And Aladdin, it just shows that you can have big talent, getting Robin Williams in there at the height of his power, and good writing and good plot and good pacing, and you don't have to fall back on just a really catchy-ass song like Frozen. You can actually have a story that makes sense. Like Aladdin is a movie that still holds up today and is going to hold up 25 years from now. I don't know if you can say the same thing about Frozen. This came out in 1992, so 8 and 20. Oh, holy shit, that was 25 years ago. So 50 years from now, I don't think Frozen's going to hold up the same way Aladdin will.
I might put it just below Aladdin. Sorry, I know.
Where'd you put The Lion King?
I might put Lion King above all of them.
Very good. And like Toy Story, one of the first Pixar movies. Actually, that might be the first Pixar movie. Just so far ahead of its time as far as just entertainment and something that the entire family can enjoy. Because I'm friends with a lot of parents of young kids who are at the age where they're 4, 5, 6, 7. They're watching the same goddamn movie over and over again, and it's just mind-numbing. I'm very fortunate that Muggsy never got into Caillou, mostly because I control the remote because she's a child still. And we can watch Toy Story. Yeah, I don't want to watch Princess Amagosa 6 and her magical pony.
Such random.
Like I'm gonna guess the writing on that one is not very good.
What's that? The Jungle Book in '94. I don't know what that is. Oh, live action.
There's a live action Jungle Book before the good one that came out last year.
You know who was in that one was Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
I think he played Mowgli, like an adult Mowgli or something.
Oh wait, no. All right, so that's my answer. Mortal Kombat is a movie that you enjoy, but it's just absolute garbage.
Oh no! Ooh, Jason Scott Lee. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jason Scott Lee, Lena Headey,
who's now really popular in.
Was she in like 300 and stuff?
Game of Thrones
yeah.
now. Yep.
I think Carrie Elway, Sam Neill, John Cleese.
All-star cast.
It's a pretty good cast. Let's see reception. I'm gonna guess it's less than 40% on Rotten Tomatoes. 79% fresh. What?
I find that a lot hard to believe too.
I think you might have to watch that now.
The 90s.
Mighty Ducks 2, Mighty Ducks 3. Now,
a lot of people have problems with those movies, though. I think if you look up
they're clearly off sides when they run the flying V or some crap. Now, do you think we might be wearing rose-colored glasses with the Mighty Ducks? Because do you think it's slightly skewed in our perspective because it's based in Minnesota? And, like, we know all those places. Like, we know that people from Edina are shitheads. And Kate... no, just kidding. We love you, Edina. But, yeah, I think that just adds a little something to it.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a factor with... Because, I mean, I don't think a lot of hockey movies, a lot of kids, unless you are a state of hockey like Minnesota is, would care about these movies. I'm pretty confident Mighty Ducks 2... has the highest of the 3 movies for Rotten Tomatoes rating, and I think that's not even that well praised. It's
Yeah.
it's something I think it's very Minnesotan series of movies.
Let's see here. Also, I feel like that factors in Little Big League, which doesn't get its due, in the pantheon of baseball movies. But I love the hell of that movie because it's about the Twins.
I forget. It's been forever. I think my baseball movie was
His grandpa's based off of Carl Pohlad, and he died. His mom was banging the first baseman.
Oh my god.
Lou Collins. All right, so you get to the 2000s with Disney, and you hit a bit of a rough patch. So you got Dinosaur. You got 102 Dalmatians.
Live action.
Was that Meryl Streep or Close?
Glenn Close, I believe.
All right, don't even have to open it. The Emperor's New Groove, Atlantis.
I didn't mind Atlantis, but it definitely got to
Treasure Planet.
The problem with the
Treasure
success
Planet.
of all the movies that came out in the 90s is that Disney wanted to market and do the sequels, and they all generally became direct-to-DVD, and that was such a problem. I think that's where people were more marketing on the namesake of the franchise than actually coming out with a good plot, good story. I mean, half the time, the original voice people weren't even coming back to it. They're like, nah, we're good. We like that first one, and we're done.
It's called Sex Panther, 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 Panther,
Yep.
Panther, Panther.
There we go. I have a bit of an issue because it feels like some recent movies just come out strictly for merchandising, for marketing, and like the Sing movie. I feel like I'm sure it'll be cute. Maybe it'll be well done, but I feel like that was made specifically from a marketing standpoint. Like, you're gonna get these kids, you're gonna give them the action figures, the apparel, the karaoke sets, which I'm sure will be big, and then you backtrack, like you reverse engineered a movie out of it.
For me, when I see because I have not seen Sing yet, I am planning on seeing it eventually. I feel like you're reaching this point with movies that it's definitely not made for kids anymore, where it's targeting adults.
Mm-hmm.
Just because watching the previews that I've seen, I know a couple weeks ago, me and Andy saw a preview for that baby movie, the Boss or whatever.
Boss Baby.
And I told him, like, you have to watch the ending.
Yeah.
The ending of it is a joke reference to a movie called Glengarry Glen Ross, which is definitely not a kid's movie. It's definitely an adult movie that no kids would get. I mean, I think kids' movies are definitely, while they're trying to aim for the kids, they're really aiming for the adults, because you need the adults to take
Nick,
the kids.
You're telling me that young children nowadays aren't well versed in 80s movies that are based off of popular Broadway plays?
Yes.
We need the Glengarry Glen Ross leads. I'm John Lemon. Kids love me. Kids in 2017 love
Jack Lemmon.
Jack Lemmon. What's that? John Lemon?
You said John.
Oh, John Lemon is John Lennon's brother, because that's how that works.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's see. What else did Disney put out? The Piglet movie.
The Piglet movie.
Then they start hitting their stride. They got Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo. It's all Pixar. Let's bring up Pixar, because I feel Pixar needs to be in its own freaking class. No?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Nick, why do you hate Pixar?
No, I don't hate Pixar. It's just I'm just, my movie knowledge is starting to be blurred right now with understanding the difference between Pixar and
Do you have
Disney.
Alzheimer's?
I do have Alzheimer's, and I am coming over a goddamn cold. Ass.
All right, so the first one was from Pixar, was Toy Story, and you
Bugs
got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. I'm Randy Newman. Interesting. Joss Whedon, on the screenplay for Toy Story.
Oh yeah.
It's very interesting. Joel Cohen? What? It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so Toy Story, obviously good. Bug's Life, it's better than Ants. That was the slug line.
Who made Ants?
That's a good question.
I'm gonna say that's DreamWorks.
Is DreamWorks still in business? Because I know there was what was the the company that did Titan AE that went bankrupt?
I will look that up.
Yeah. Or maybe it's something stupid like Battlefield Earth. Ants was done by DreamWorks, yes. So Toy Story, Bug's Life, Toy Story 2, obviously hits there. Monsters, Inc., Finding Nemo, the big one. This is what's crazy about Pixar. The Incredibles, which was a very good movie, is considered like one of their not-so-good ones. Like, one of their mediocre movies is The Incredibles, which is insane. All right, Cars.
I did not like Cars.
Really?
I was not a fan of it.
The first Cars is good.
I didn't care for it.
You got music by Randy Newman, and you got Paul Newman in the movie.
I'm sorry.
It's a lot of Newmans. Hello, Newman. Ratatouille, Wall-E, Up, which that was pretty good.
Get you right here. I'm sorry. There's a point where movies should not make you cry this much.
Just he cried right in the beginning.
Cried at the beginning and almost cried at the end. Like it's mind blowing. Like what? Like as I said, you're coming to this borderline of are these for adults or are these for kids? Like I don't think the kids understood the whole impact of it as an adult was. I saw a movie with a friend of mine and I didn't look so.
The old guy from Up definitely voted for Trump. Like, build that goddamn wall. Build that goddamn wall around my house.
He doesn't want to get rid of his Asian friend, though.
Send all the Mexicans back on the balloons. I've done it. It's pretty easy. I always love the people who just come in on shit on movies like Up. It's like, did you know that it would take 17 million balloons to lift up an actual house? It's like, yeah, who cares? It's a movie.
Science.
It's not like kids are going to try it. And if they do try it, who cares? They're not going to move the house. Mom, we got 6 balloons. How come the house ain't moving? I don't know.
Oh, Titan AE was made by 20th Century Fox. Fox Animation Studios before its closure.
I mean, how bad does a movie have to be where it's like grand opening, grand closing? Because a lot of these movies will take out insurance just in case it's a bomb, and they can recoup some of those losses. But plus, Titan AE, wasn't Matt Damon in that?
I didn't recognize any of the names.
I thought it was a big cast. Toy Story 3, Cars 2, which was probably the worst of the Pixar movies. And that's saying something, because Cars 2 wasn't a bad movie. Brave, Monsters University, Inside Out. Hits it right in the feels. Also Minnesota Ties.
Yes, I did like those.
Also, you only have 5 emotions. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah, I did not know that.
Inside Out. Oh, yeah, Inside Out. The Good Dinosaur, which no one saw. Did you see that?
Yeah, no, they didn't advertise that well.
Finding Dory, which
just came out.
Yeah. Did you see that?
I just saw it. I rented it. It's entertaining. It's building a lot on the, it's banking a lot on the jokes from the original movie. So I didn't hate it. It just wasn't something where you're gonna reference the first movie all the time more than the new one.
Then upcoming Cars 3, hopefully it's better than Cars 2. Something called Coco. Is that one about the ape?
I don't know.
Incredibles 2 and Toy Story 4. And then I like they have TBA and TBA. It's like their two next projects.
I'm thinking they're trying to. Those ones are most likely going to be upcoming sequels.
Coco follows a 12-year-old boy named Miguel who sets off a chain of events relating to central mystery leading to extraordinary family reunion. Boring. God, I'm bored already. Who's in this? Anthony Garcia, Benjamin Bratt. Oh, yeah, because you have to have Benjamin Bratt.
Latino-based film.
Yeah. Let's see what. Cancel projects. They're going to do a live film adaptation, 1906, movie called Rio. And
that was kind of. I thought there was a Rio.
Yeah.
Oh, I know they made a sequel. Maybe they were trying to make another one. Blue Sky Studios. Okay, so there is another production company. Because Rio was a big hit for a number of people.
Was it as good as Madagascar? Who did Madagascar?
That might be DreamWorks. I have it. I have a list of. I was going to go through my list of. I'm looking at DreamWorks Animation.
Yep.
They had Ants too, I think.
Yeah.
Prince of Egypt.
Yep.
Road to El Dorado. And these are the people who made the Shrek movies.
Oh.
Forgot about Shrek, didn't we?
Oh, so they actually do have a couple feathers in the cap. Because I want to say all those other movies are like the ones that you get in the $5 bin at Walmart.
Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, I like that Kung Fu Panda was a big theatrical release, and then all of a sudden when you're scrolling through Netflix, you see like Kung Fu Panda 4, like going to Panda Express.
I like the first. I think I've seen the first two. I haven't seen the third one yet.
Yeah, 'cause it's weird when you have big time releases and then the sequels just like go straight to DVD or straight to Netflix.
I talked about that earlier. Yeah, it's really disappointing.
Because there's been 4 Madagascar movies.
I've only seen the first one, and I'm not even like. Yeah. The thing about these movies is that I think they're pretty easy. I mean, computer-wise, pretty hard to shoot out because obviously there's hundreds of hours, dozens upon dozens of computer animators, but the voice people can do it all in a couple days.
Oh no, it's like when you see the Scorpion King 4 starring Taye Diggs, just on Netflix, like whatever.
DreamWorks also came out with How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, that's a good one.
So more borderline. I mean, you're kind of getting to the kids, like maybe not Muggsy age, but you're talking about preteen stuff, like kind of somewhat adult. You have like Rise of the Guardians, the Groods. I think that kind of fell. Mm-hmm. Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Really, I forgot about that one. Home. I don't think I've seen that one. Recently, the last movie that we haven't talked about is Trolls. Was DreamWorks.
Oh, there you
go. Which I think I haven't seen that yet either. Plan to rent it once it comes out on Blu-ray. I'm told it's really good. It has a really good soundtrack. I love Timberlake and Anna Kendrick.
Speaking of movies are made just to sell merchandise, but the merchandise came first in this case. So the Lego Movie was a friggin' great movie. It was fantastic. Put out by Village Road Shows and Warner Brothers, etc. And this is one where you can pair a catchy song, the Everything is Awesome story, but also this is just a straight up good movie. Like it's well paced. It's got a lot of funny dialogue. You got all-star cast: Chris Pratt, Will Ferrell, Elizabeth Banks, Will Arnett, Nick Offerman, Alison Brie, Charlie Day's in that for some reason, Liam Neeson and Morgan Freeman. So you have like a big time cast, and you can put together like a really good movie. Like Lego Movie in 25 years is still going to hold up. And also they're doing a sequel. Cool. Batman movie, the Lego Batman movie, which we'll play the trailer here in a second. The Lego Ninjago movie. I feel like we have to be careful pronouncing that. And then the Billion Brick Race to be announced, whatever that is.
I'm not sure what that is. Ninjago movie. That's based off of toys, I believe.
All right, so the Ninjago movie. I'm bringing this up.
I believe they're toys.
6 young ninjas are tasked with defending their island home of Ninjago. By night, they're gifted warriors using their skill and awesome fleet of vehicles to fight villains and monsters. By day, they're ordinary teens struggling against their greatest enemy, high school. Lame.
It's Power Rangers.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, Power Rangers movie coming out.
Oh, yeah. All right. It's the Lego Batman movie.
It must be great to be Batman.
Will Arnett. Didn't it be awesome to be Batman or no?
I like to be Batman. He's a billionaire.
But you're a billionaire except on a nightly basis.
Yeah. To be surrounded by actual superheroes and then not be a superhero.
Master Bruce, your greatest fear.
It's really crazy right now. Trump knows the truth about aliens right now. Like Trump knows if we've had contact with aliens.
I think we all know now.
The aliens rigged the election.
I thought I was being sarcastic.
A secret camera.
It's the Batcave.
Built this city on rock and roll.
Don't touch that either.
The Bat kayak. Do I get a costume?
I do want to buy Legos right now and play with them.
Legos are a great toy, and it just engineering and dexterity and problem solving. It does everything.
They're so expensive now.
Are they expensive?
And, and like a lot of them are.
Hey, bad guy. I am fighting a few different people.
Sad Joker.
Hi, new police commissioner. It's my dream for the police force to team up with Batman.
What?
Would that be better?
I hate everything you just said.
Nice.
Initialize master build.
Here you go, Father.
I need a macaroni. Yes, we did it. Pretty cool, huh?
Why did you build this thing with only one seat?
I checked. I only had one butt.
One.
Let's go defeat the Joker.
Woo! We're going on a family trip. I can wear my costume too.
Well, luckily for us, you left your costume back. Oh, no, under your clothes. That's perfect.
Who's the kid?
Sarah.
Oh, that makes sense. He's permanently going to be a kid, isn't he?
Forever.
Now, what's your take so far about the Power Rangers reboot?
I'm very, as a 90s, I would say 80s on my show,
Yep.
but as someone who watched it in the 90s, this new one coming out in 2017, I'm a little worried about. They're definitely going off the original 90s one. If you've seen the latest trailer, they have superhuman strength, which is something they never...
Remember, kids, in today's society, you don't have to work really, really hard to get these skills. You're just given to them by aliens, just out of the sky. You're just given to them, as opposed to the 90s, the original. Now, I don't want to go through all the incarnations about the Power Rangers, but the first one, the one that's nearest and dearest to my heart, those kids had to train, and Amy Jo Johnson had to work that ass, like, all the time.
Oh, yeah.
24/7.
Oh, yeah. No, the Ranger, the Black Ranger. I mean, like, one of the first episodes was they were training Billy, the Blue Ranger, who was kind of the nerdy, like, he doesn't get in fights or conflict, just teach him kind of basic ninjutsu stuff. I mean...
Yeah, all right, so he quit the show, right?
He stayed on the longest, but he eventually quit, I think.
All right, so see, this is really stupid. So you had the original from 93 and 96. That's the best one. That's the only one. Then you had Mighty Morphin, Alien Rangers, Power Rangers Zeo, Turbo, a Power Rangers movie. It's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Power Rangers Turbo, Power Rangers in Space, Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue, Power Rangers Time Force, Power Rangers Wild Force, Power Rangers Ninja Storm, Power Rangers Dino Thunder, for some reason. When the evil Mesogog appears to bring the Earth back to the Mesozoic age, Dr. Tommy Oliver.
Think about that. That's the Green Ranger. Green Ranger, he came back for multiple reincarnations on the show.
I'm a doctor. A Reefside reluctantly enlists his students Connor McKnight, Ethan James, and Kira Ford to battle him as the Dino Rangers. Tommy later joins them as a Ranger once more, as well as Trent Fernandez Mercer, adopted son of Tommy's once colleague Anton Mercer. Jesus. Power Rangers SPD, Space Patrol Delta. Power Rangers Mystic Force. Power Rangers Operation Overdrive. Power Rangers Jungle Fury, Power Rangers RPM, Power Rangers Samurai and Super Samurai, Power Rangers Megaforce, Power Rangers Dino Charge, Power Rangers Ninja Steel.
Up and coming.
It's so stupid.
The original, God, do you remember the original intro to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? You should pull that up. How the intro music starts. It's Zordon calling Alpha 5 saying, Rita has escaped. I need to find 5 students with 5 young kids with attitude. Like that. That's how you become Power Rangers. They had to find 5 kids that had attitude.
Zordon is a molester. Like he's up there, looking like a mighty being, but no, he's a dude in a van with a projector. That's what Zordon is.
Amy Jo Johnson.
Might have been one of my first crushes behind Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, she was one of mine. Number 2, Alpha 5.
Excuse me. Oh, here we go.
After 10,000 years, I'm free.
Come on, Internet.
Time to conquer.
Alpha, Rita's escape. Recruit teenagers with attitudes.
Yeah.
Teenagers with attitude.
The requirements.
Right now.
St. John.
As Jason. He tried in a car accident.
What?
Yeah, she died long after she left the show. Ooh, yeah.
Amy Jo Johnson, hell yeah.
He stayed with the show for a number of years now. From the skull. Every time they had to get into the Thunder Zone, they always fought in some, I don't know, field or something, not near Angel Grove.
Yep. Well, it looked like Tokyo because it always looked like Godzilla fight.
Oh yeah, because I mean a lot of that was from that.
Time.
None of us know each other.
I like how they got Cranston, who's like was in the world to play Zordon. It's like, hey, Cranston.
Oh, started on he would do Monster once.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hello. I'm blue. I'm black.
It's racist.
No, you're not.
The Asian guy's black. Hell yeah.
They change it a little
And then
bit.
they become Wolverine.
Yeah, this...
Insanely strong.
It's a good message to kids. Don't worry, guys. You don't have to work for anything. You can just become Wolverine by aliens.
Yeah.
You five are the Power Rangers.
Did I just hear you say we're Power Rangers?
Is this some kind of joke? We're talking to a wall.
I was kind of expecting a little more.
The Chef Alpha.
We're looking up.
Where were you last night?
Me and 4 kids found a spaceship buried underground. I'm pretty sure I'm a superhero.
Cool. Pee in that cup.
Power Rangers were a legion
Mom's
of
gonna drink it.
warriors.
This mom's a freak.
Become those warriors.
It's just a hologram, like a video game. That's a strong-ass hologram.
Not a video game. You were born for this.
I will destroy everything.
Elizabeth Banks.
I love her.
She is pure evil.
How do you expect us to stop her?
It's Morphin time.
Yeah, it looks weird how they morph.
That's a lot of gold.
Old die.
This is your destiny. This is your time.
Lame. Yeah, I always like from the TV shows when they had like this extra special hard villain and like the Zoids. What was the machine called? The Zoids? Zoids? Zords? Where even if they had the green one, they're like, oh, this isn't enough. We need that giant white one to ride on. Yeah. I don't know what we accomplished, but I was entertained. So that's pretty much all that matters.
Yeah, that is all that matters. I think we learned a lot. I mean, kids are spoiled with a lot of good entertainment. And
Yeah.
when we get tired of trying to watch kids, we could put on multiple choices of different types of movies.
Yes, sir. If you want to support the show, dadmopod.com/Amazon. Just use our link to buy stuff as Nick dies. Get Nick some penicillin.
Shut up.
The syphilis. That's how Al Capone died, Nick.
I hate you.
Follow Nick on Twitter at @NickIsSon. Spread the word. Tell a friend if you're hanging out with parents or you got siblings or whatever. You're going to run out of things to talk about, so talk about me. Talk about the show. Dad Mode Pod. Spread the word. Available on iTunes, iHeartRadio, and Stitcher. And follow the show on Twitter at Dad Mode Pod. Me and Andy Carlson Show. The website, as always, dadmodepod.com. But until next time, be a man, be a father. Go Dad Mode. Love you a long time.
Think the episode you just heard is worth $1? Well, send it our way. Visit dadmodepod.com/support to find out how. Be a man, be a father. Go Dad Mode. The music is created and produced by Deeb. To hear more of his tracks, visit soundcloud.com/Deeb.